Bharti Airtel and Vodafone Idea shares fell in morning trade Wednesday, a day after market leader Reliance Jio announced a push to capture a greater portion of the postpaid market through new plans. Vodafone Idea was down 1.37% at late morning trade at 6 rupees and 48 paise, while Airtel fell 1.85% to 757 rupees and 55 paise. Sensex was up 0.43% during this time at 58,150 rupees and 98 paise. India's competition regulator said on Tuesday that it has cleared Reliance Industries Limited's 28.50 billion rupees acquisition of the Indian business of German retailer Metro AG. The deal, announced nearly 3 months ago, will help Reliance strengthen its wholesale format and cement its position as the biggest player in India's burgeoning retail industry with stores spanning electronics, groceries and fashion. Metro has been active in the Indian market since 2003 and reported sales of about 77 billion rupees for the financial year ended September 2022. It operates 31 stores in 21 cities and is mostly a supplier to restaurants and smaller businesses. The German retailer had said in its first quarter earnings statement that it sees a transaction gain in EBITDA terms of around 150 million euros from the deal. Maruti Suzuki may have an upside of over 45% on gains in market shares and easing concern over supplies, according to Citi. The brokerage, which has a buy call on the stock, has given a target price of 12,500 rupees. The stock was trading at 8,561 rupees at 12 noon on the BSE on March 15. It opened 1.2% higher than yesterday's close. Freshers who received offer letters from Wipro are seeking updates regarding their candidature. The IT giant had issued offer letters to fresh graduates, and they have been waiting for their onboarding to begin, according to a report published in the Times of India. Wipro's HR lead Saurabh Govil and Wipro chairman Rishad Premji have been receiving comments and reactions on their social media platforms regarding the same. Candidates have reached out to these executives through LinkedIn posts and tweets. One of the posts read, "Please plan properly before giving offer letters to freshers. Give offer letters to students if you can onboard them fast after graduation." Anguished candidates wrote on one of Govil's posts that the company should either begin the onboarding process or communicate formally that Wipro would not be taking their candidature forward, the report said. With the outbreak of the H3N2 virus, all schools in Puducherry will remain shut from the 16th of March, Thursday, to the 26th of March, Sunday. The decision was taken by Puducherry Education Minister A. Namashivayam. As of the 11th of March, Puducherry reported 79 cases of influenza, belonging to the viral H3N2 subtype so far. But no death related to H3N2 has been reported in the Union Territory till now. Advising people not to panic, the health department officials in the UT have made arrangements at hospitals and primary health centers to keep a check on rising cases. Special booths have been opened in the outpatient departments in the hospitals and treatment was also available for those turning up with symptoms of the influenza virus. Last week, the central government expressed concern over a gradual increase in the COVID positivity rate in some states amid the H3N2 outbreak. Honda Motorcycle and Scooter India, HMSI, introduced its most affordable motorcycle, Shine 100 in the country today. This is the company's second major launch in 2023 after the Activa H Smart. Honda's new 100cc bike is priced at 64,900 rupees, ex-showroom, Mumbai. It is built to easily navigate traffic and aimed for urban and rural consumers. The production of the bike will begin next month, however bookings will be open from today and deliveries will start in May, said the company at the launch event. The new Honda Shine 100 has got a newly developed 100cc engine that has better power, efficiency, and returns improved mileage with Honda's PGM-FI technology. Moreover, the bike is expected to be easy maintenance as its fuel pump is placed outside the fuel tank for easy access and service. This further helps Honda keep the costs down. The Income Tax Department has reportedly sent a tax demand notice to Amazon Web Services, AWS, of 549 crore rupees. According to a report by Economic Times, the notice sent to AWS is based on findings that the company was imposing a fee for offering cloud computing services to Indian entities. The IT sleuths told the Daily that the receipts from cloud computing services were like royalty and fee for technical services, FTS, and chargeable to tax in India. The amount also includes interest on the pending tax dues but not a penalty. The tax department has raised 190.85 crore rupees tax demand for financial year 15 and 358.27 crore rupees for financial year 17 by invoking section 147 of the Income Tax Act. The IT sleuth sent a last notice to AWS in January last week. The share price of KPIT Technologies gained 7% on Wednesday after the company announced partnership with Honda to accelerate Honda's software-defined mobility journey. KPIT Tech provides software solutions to the automotive and mobility industry. According to the company, the partnership in the mid to long term will expand to over 2,000 software and vehicle system professionals from KPIT across the globe to power Honda's SDM roadmap until the year 2030 and beyond. Shares of Maruti Suzuki India, MSIL, were up 2% to 8,700 rupees and 65 paise on the BSE in Wednesday's trade after the company said its promoter, Suzuki Motor Corporation, has bought over 3 lakh shares of the company, worth about 300 crore rupees, via open market. As per SAST disclosures to stock exchanges, the promoter of MSIL, Suzuki Motor Corporation, has bought 3.45 lakh shares in the company from the open market during March 10 to 13, 2023. The stake purchase represents 0.11% stake with total stake purchase amount pegged at 296 crore rupees. Post this stake purchase, promoter holding in the company increased marginally from 56.37% to 56.48%. Two subsidiaries of Indian game developing firm, Nazara Tech, have received unrestricted access of 64 crore rupees that was held at the troubled Silicon Valley Bank, the tech firm informed in its stock filing on Wednesday. Kidopia and MediaWorks, the two step-down subsidiaries of the company, cumulatively accounted for 64 crore rupees at the SVB. However, the company said, 60 crore rupees of the total amount held in the bank has been transferred to bank accounts outside of SVB. Whereas, the remaining 4 crore rupees were still deposited in SVB accounts for unrestricted operational use. Shares of Ramkrishna Forgings, RKFL, hit a record high of 289 rupees and 30 paise as they surged 9% on the BSE in Wednesday's intraday trade after the company emerged as the L1 bidder for manufacturing and supply of forged wheels. Ramkrishna Forgings and Titagarh Wagons emerged as the lowest bidder, L1, as per the financial bid opening dated the 14th of March 2023, for manufacturing and supply of forged wheels under Atmanirbhar Bharat by the Ministry of Railways, Government of India, the company said in an exchange filing. The total quantity of forged wheels to be supplied will be around 1.54 million wheels over a period of 20 years. Intimation regarding letter of award, LOA, will be submitted as and when the LOA will be received, the company said. Meanwhile, in past 6 months, the stock price of RKFL has zoomed nearly 40%, as compared to 3% decline in the S&P BSE Sensex. American toy and clothing retailer Toys R Us is said to have shut within 24 hours. The store it opened in Hyderabad to mark its second entry into India over some legal complexities with the mall owner, sources said. Toys R Us opened a store in Surat City Capital Mall in Hyderabad on March 11 but closed it within 24 hours, two sources with knowledge of the matter said. Sources said a no-compete clause with another global toy retailer is said to be behind the mall pulling the plug on Toys R Us. Just like cola brands Coke and Pepsi are seldom retailed from the same restaurant, the no-compete clause meant the two competing toy retailers could not operate in the same mall. The other retailer already had a shop in the mall. Toys R Us has been launched in India in two formats, Toys R Us, which is the world's leading toy store, and Babies R Us, a one-stop destination for baby essentials. Shares of Varun Beverages, VBL, surged 5% to 1,378 rupees and 75 paise on the BSE in Wednesday's intraday trade on strong growth outlook. The stock of the beverages company inched towards its record high level of 1,432 rupees and 5 paise, touched on December 12, 2022. VBL expects the Indian soft drink market to see significant growth as consumption is steadily anticipated to increase, driven by a variety of factors including positive demographic characteristic, rapid urban growth and increasing earning, rise in average expenditures per household, rural development, and electrification. With its vast manufacturing facilities and established distribution network, VBL manufactures, markets, and distributes PepsiCo-owned products like carbonated soft drinks, carbonated juice-based beverages, energy drinks, sports drinks and packaged drinking water. Vedanta Resources Limited on Wednesday said that they repaid $100 million to Standard Chartered Bank via release of encumbrance on March 10. In a regulatory filing, the company led by billionaire Anil Agrawal said, the earlier disclosure was made pursuant to facility agreement dated the 8th of September 2022 entered into between Twin Star Holding Limited, Vedanta Resources Limited and Welter Trading Limited, Standard Chartered Bank, Singapore, Limited for the purposes of availing a facility of an aggregate amount of $100 million. However, the said facility has been repaid and the encumbrance has been released, the company said in a statement. Recently, Vedanta said that it had prepaid all its debt due for repayment till March 2023. It has reportedly paid nearly $2 billion in the last 11 months. It added said it was confident of meeting its liquidity requirements for the quarter ending June 2023. The recent step to repay Standard Chartered Bank is also in the same direction to convince the investor community that the debt is within their manageable limits.